Good morning. I am here at stop number 6, Middlecreek. On one heck of a nice June the 4th morning. As you can see, it's a sunny day. And as I walk down through this boat launching area, then lo and behold, what do I see waiting for me? The sea eagle. So I am going to attempt to take myself for a little float on the lake.
That kind of got me a little bit.
So I'm going to think that an inflatable kayak first came into my mind. I was watching a guy here on this lake 3 years ago or so. I watched him get it out of his trunk and blow it up, and I had a little chat with him, and he liked it very much. He said he owned a couple of them. So I said, I wonder if that can work. And so here I am. Back to where it all started. It's quiet down here. We got some fishermen. But yeah. Now it looks like to me I have to stay within the buoys, so I can come up through here and see what I can find. Yeah, so I'll tell you this is a lot nicer floating around here at Middlecreek than it was Tuscarora. Tuscarora Lake gave me a workout. That wind kept me going around in circles, if you have seen the video. I wasn't quite sure about things for sometimes. But here it's just a nice float. And the sea eagle is handling pretty good. It is hard, very difficult to turn these over. Flotation is very good in this. Although in the rapids though, maybe a different story, but they could take rapids 2, and if you're daring you can get up into 3. Can you hear the chainsaws in the distance? Well, let me tell you what happened. I came up here and I missed the enter into the boat launching area. And I drove up to stop number 5. And I turned around, came back to stop number 6. And lo and behold, there, 50 feet from the enter to stop number 5, stop number 6, sorry, a tree fell. Now, I don't think I could have got my hands around the trunk. And besides that, there were two others just like it. It came from the same tree. How lucky I am. But then there's always somebody that's always luckier. A gentleman was walking up the road, and I saw him as I was coming up through there. But he witnessed it falling. Fell right in front of him. He said the sound was like a shotgun. So goodness, I'm glad it didn't fall on him. That's for sure. And on me in the car. Wow. So they're up there cutting it down now. They got in there pretty quick. My intentions. Let me say my intentions, yes. I'm going to follow these buoys down to where I can't go anymore. And down there, then to my rightish, it looks like some sort of an inlet or a bay. And I'm just wondering maybe how far I can get up into there. That's the intention. I'm just going to take myself over here and see what that sign says. It's a propagation area. State game propagation area. And that's about as far as the Sea Eagle is going to take me. But I will I think the word might be meander. Meander my way up through here a little while. I thought I saw somewhere maybe looked a little dry. Maybe I could pull over. I'm sitting in the shade. I'm thinking I have a story. No, it's not from 20 years ago. It's not from 25 years ago. I believe it's from 40 years ago. I may have told it, but it's a nice place here to tell it again. And I'll pick up the pace a little bit. I believe it was like in the early 70s, and a guy by the name of Joe and I did the Lehigh River in a canoe. That was before it was patrolled. Things were a lot looser then, and we were able to get on a Friday night, and we were able to camp out Friday night, Saturday night, no problem. We took beer with us. That's another reason why I say it must have been a little bit looser. Joe took Budweiser, I took Pabst. So the story. Well, we ran out of beer on Sunday morning. And by Sunday afternoon, then we were waiting, maybe about an hour from Jim Thorpe, where we're going to get picked up. And all of a sudden, Joe went a-running He jumps into the river, he goes into the middle of the river, and he grabs a can of beer. And it's a can of Budweiser. And he opens it up, he takes a drink, and then he yells to me, "Don't worry, John, when I find a Pabst, I'll get it to you." Well, it's been a nice float, Middlecreek Lake. I would suggest come down here with your family. Come down here with your kids and dog and a husband. Take a little float around the lake. There's plenty of trails to hike on. Have a picnic. Plenty of tables all around. And there's even a visitor center to stop, take a look in there. I think you'll all enjoy the visitor center, and especially the kids. And then when you're all done, find the nearest ice cream joint. Have yourselves a good ice cream. And call it a day. So this is where the tree limbs came down, or tree, let me say the tree. Look at the size of that. Now there were 3 of them across the road. And it took this one out, completely out of there when it came down. And across the road. And they got it cleaned up. 2 hours. They got the road opened up. But wow, look at that. Isn't that something? Look at this. I take the bark right off of that. Yeah. There you can see. That could have been a disaster for that gentleman. He even ended up over there.